testimony of God.
We're going to declare unto you the testimony of God. And what is the testimony of God? That you blacks and you Hispanics, you are the children of God.
That's right.
You went into slavery for breaking God's laws. Now this man, if he really was about his people, why he ain't over there teaching? When he seen us, what did he do? He wanted to come up and fight and oppose the men of the Lord.
Right.
But guess what? God's going to get the victory every time. Because we're not going to speak our words. We're going to speak the words of the Bible.
Bro, in HBO, they got a series called The Borgiers. They show you who he is. He comes out right there. But our people, they don't want to see that. They want to come out to the BET Awards with signs in the back promoting nonsense, promoting garbage,
Right.
and say they're not slaves, with them things on their back, saying they're not slaves. This is slavery, man.
Right,
You
that's
can't-
right.
This is, point the camera at these brothers. That's slavery down to the finest, and you're going to say you ain't slaves still.
That's right. That's right.
It's a horrible image to still see to this day. Look. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said,
What they say?
we ought to obey God rather than men.
What our people learn to listen to the Edomites.
We ought to obey God rather than men.
Listen to God, God, God.
The brother said he got God tatted on his body. That's the dumbest statement I ever heard. That's ridiculous. Give me the long tattoos. A lot of you blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, you say you love God, you get the cross tatted on you, you get only God could judge me tatted on you. But do you know tattoos are forbidden? It's a sin.
That's right.
Get there.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
You shall not make any cuttings on your flesh. No tattoos. I don't even know why you look ridiculous. But if you did, you could repent from that. Repent from your sin. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, or suffer the same judgment as the white man, as the Chinese man, as the Arabs, when these bombs destroy America.
That's
when
right.
They destroyed Babylon. Give me, finish that.
Nor print any marks upon you.
So you can't print any marks upon you. You so-called blacks, Hispanics. You got questions, brother? Come over here. You saying that's right? Come over here then. But you walk away. Come on.
So,
Give me Romans chapter 13.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
You so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, you are asleep. You don't know what's going on. You've been put to sleep. And it's time to wake up to righteousness. Hey, hay Latinas acá, what is righteousness? Y'all know what righteousness is according to the Bible? You probably Catholics, right? You're a Christian. What is righteousness according to the Bible? Do you know? Come on. We're not going to bite. Come on, get righteousness.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments.
When we keep the commandments of God, you are righteous.
That's right.
There's righteous brothers next to me. There's righteous brothers over there. But guess what? If you're not keeping the commandments of God, you are wicked.
Right.
You are walking unrighteously. Let's go back to Romans 13.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
For our salvation is nearer than we believe. Because the Bible's been being taught to blacks and Hispanics for a long, long time. You're tired of it because you don't see Christ coming back. You don't see God. You still living in the conditions that you're living in. What's to believe in, right? No. The thing is that you've been getting taught wrong. Give me Isaiah 29. And you go back to that. Give me Isaiah 29, 13. This is the reason why you don't believe. Go on.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as these people draw near me with their mouth.
Because what blacks and Hispanics be doing? I love God. I believe in Jesus Christ. But you know you don't do nothing the Bible says. That's called lip service.
That's right.
Come on, brother, you got a question?
Let me hear this.
You want to hear it? All right, come on.
Let me hear this. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their hearts far from me.
Do you believe in God, brother?
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ? You do? Is your heart with God? You sure? Because it just said your heart is far away from God. What do you mean? Hold on. Nah, this is how we got to talk to you, brother. I'm not your pastor from your church. I'm not effeminate. Okay? I'm not over here eating canned pork, shaving off my beard. You understand that? Not wearing my fringes. Teaching you on Sunday when the Lord's Day is Saturday, the Sabbath.
That's right.
Sabbath day.
Right.
Understand that. Go, bring that.
Psalms chapter 40, verse 8. Bring it out. I delight to do thy will, oh my God.
So we delight to do the will of God. Do you do the will of God? Okay, go.
Yea, thy law is within my heart.
Read that again.
Thy law is within thy heart.
Are you keeping the laws of God? Do you have that in your heart? You know your heart is your mind, right? What does your heart do? It just pumps blood. Your mind thinks. Your mind creates actions. That's your heart.
That's right.
Understand that. Give me that Mark 7. Hurry up, bro.
Mark
I'm going to prove that statement, all right?
chapter 7, verse 21. Bring it out. For from within, out of the heart of men.
Out of the heart of man. Let's see if the heart of man is this thing that's beating in your chest or your mind. Let's go.
Proceed evil thoughts.
Do your thoughts come from your heart or your mind? Your mind. Your thoughts come from your mind, brother. I just corrected what you've been taught wrong, brother. No, it's not. That's your Akashi, brother. No, it doesn't. What does your heart do? Have you been to school, brother? It pumps blood. That's all it does. In 10 minutes, it can pump enough blood to fill up your gas tank. That's what your heart does. Where does thoughts come from? Your mind, brother. And let's see what comes out of your mind. Go.
For from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts.
Evil thoughts. Go on.
Adulteries.
Adulteries. Go on.
Fornication.
Fornications. What is happening today? You walking around looking at the women dressed like prostitutes, right? They dress like prostitutes. You can't tell an escort from a woman just visiting Las Vegas because they dress the same way, brother.
Right.
And you commit adultery with your heart because you looking at her and lusting after that woman. Amen. From your mind, not from your heart, brother. Go on.
Fornications. Murders. Thefts. Covetousness.
You want what other brothers have. You might be walking around with a beautiful wife, and guess what? You want that now. Keep on going.
Wickedness.
Deceit. Lies, brother. Because what you just said, that your heart is your mind, and you think that was a lie, brother. See what comes out of your mind when you don't keep the laws? Go on. I got you.
Lasciviousness.
You know what lasciviousness is?
No, go ahead.
Strong sexual desire. Who do you think is filled with that? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Why do you think we have a whole bunch of damn kids running all over the place? Because all we want to do is have sex and not take care of the responsibilities that come with that. That's a privilege, brother, when you get married. That is a privilege when you get married. You don't get that privilege just picking a sister and want to pop her and that's it. And then you go on to the next one. You married, brother? Okay, go on.
An evil eye.
An evil eye, go on.
Blasphemy.
More lies. Pride. You know what pride is? What's that? SIRACH? You got SIRACH 10 and 12. Look that up. Let's see what pride is. Pride, what you think pride is?
I got it bad.
Joy? Pride and joy? But that's evil. You just said pride was evil, right? So what's pride? Okay, let's see what pride is according to the Bible.
Jerome, chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from God.
When one departed from God. Read that book again. And read that again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from God.
So when you depart from God, what are you doing? You ain't keeping His laws. You ain't keeping His commandments. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who were the laws given to? Who were the commandments given to? Were they given to everybody in the world? Jesus Christ.
Everybody.
So the laws were given to Jesus Christ and nobody else?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody.
What'd you say? Okay.
19.
Bring it out!
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So pick this up. Hold on. Pick this up. Bro, this is Jacob right here. 12 tribes of Israel. If you can't find yourself in this sign, you are not an Israelite.
That's right.
Go on.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He showed it his word unto Jacob.
His statutes and his judgments.
What are statutes? Laws. Go on.
Unto Israel.
Unto who?
Unto Israel.
Everybody.
Unto Israel.
The white man got the laws too.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Keep on going.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
No, he did deal with other nations.
He hath not dealt so with
So the
any
Most
nation.
High God is not dealing with the other nations, bro.
That's right.
That's right!
Can you find yourself here? What tribe are you from? So you from the tribe of Judah. What about you, brothers? Can you find yourself on here? Huh? Gypsy. You're a gypsy? Okay. Well, is there a gypsy right here? Hey, I'm sorry, brother. Go on. Can you, brothers, where can you find it?
Yeah, right there.
Where? Oh, you Ephraim. You say you Judah. You from too or Judah? Judah. So we got 2 Judites and an Ephraimite. Let's see what the Most High God thinks about y'all brothers. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's see what the Most High, because he only gave us the commandments, brothers. So it has to be a reason why. Go.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
He chose these 12 tribes, go on,
to be a special people.
A special people. Y'all brothers are special. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are special to the Most High God as the chosen above all other nations.
That's right.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. That's possessive. That's like if I try to take away your teddy bear when you're a little kid, that thing belongs to you. Can nobody take it away? That's you. You love it. It's special to you. That's how the Most High God feels about us. Go on.
Above all people.
Equal to everybody.
Above all people.
Below everybody.
A special people. Unto himself. Above all people.
Y'all brother, us right here, blacks and Hispanics, we are above all people on the planet Earth.
That's right.
Most High loves us, and he only loves us, brothers. He loved us. He loved us so much. Give me Matthew 15:24. That he said,
He loves us and only loves us.
That's not true. He loves all Americans. Hold on. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34.
That's from
Sure.
give your soul to God.
Sure.
No, let me tell you. I'm going to
Okay, go ahead. Let me see what you're saying.
Look check this out. Look in the book of Romans. When he talks about the laws,
I'm sure you want me to drink. Hey, y'all brothers listening? Who's Paul? Who's Paul? Okay. So Paul, you know what he was? Give me Romans 11. Let's talk about Paul. Let's see what he was. You sure he was Roman?
he was from the. Check this out. When he went back to the Romans, and he
So if you were born in China, that would make you Chinese? No. You'd still be a Negro. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Romans 11, verse 1.
Romans 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people?
Have God cast away his people?
God forbid.
God forbid, meaning hell no. Go on.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham,
From the seed of Abraham.
of the tribes of Benjamin.
That's right.
Okay. So Paul was from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
He was a so-called West Indian black, but they would have called him today. He's from the tribe of Benjamin. He's an Israelite. He's not a Roman. That was just his, what was that called? A citizenship. Just like today. My parents are from Guatemala. I was born here. They had me in this country. My citizenship is American. But my bloodline, just like all these brothers here, is what? Israelites.
That's right.
Go. Now go back to Romans.
Romans chapter 9, verse 3. For I wish that myself were accursed from Christ, for my brethren.
So he said, my brethren. So who is he talking about? The Israelites. We're going to prove that. Go.
My kinsmen.
My kinsmen. What you call your family? Oh, hey, what up, kin? Hey, you my kin, right? That's family. Go on.
According to the flesh.
According to the flesh, your bloodline, the the sperm that comes out your father that goes into mom and have a child, that's your flesh right there, the seed. Go on.
Who are Israelites?
Who are everybody in the world?
Who are Israelites?
Who are Israelites? Go on.
To whom pertaineth the adoption?
Who pretended the adoption? The New Testament. Go on.
And the glory.
And the glory. We get the glory.
And the covenants.
And the covenants, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the judgments. If we don't keep the commandments, the promises, and what? Christ coming for us. That was the new covenant. Go on.
And the giving of the law.
We received the law. No one else received it. Let me say, then you say something. Hold on. Then you come after me. All right? I'll give you a chance, brother. We men, right? You go back. Go. I'm not going to interrupt you. You don't interrupt me. Men, right? Go.
And the service of God.
And the service of God. So we get the service of God. That's how we out here. You don't see no white man teaching you this. What is he teaching you? That you're an African American. What is he teaching? What's Hispanic, right? He teaches you are Latino. Right? All right. No. How come he's not teaching you that you're an Israelite according to the Bible? Because can you find Puerto Rican in the Bible? Can you find African American in the Bible? No, you can't. So you know that they're teaching you lies, bro. Automatically, they put your people in slavery. How are you going to listen to somebody who murdered, raped, kidnapped your children? Those your descendants, you descend from that, brother. How are you going to listen to your enemy?
No.
They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they want you to know so you can remain in the same situation that you're in. Hold on. Let's go on. Come on. Keep going on.
And the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came.
All right. Christ came to us according to the flesh. Reset.
Romans chapter 9, verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham.
Because a lot of nations came from Abraham, right? Yes or no? A lot of nations came from Abraham. Go on.
Are they all children?
Read that again. Hey, you got to pay attention to this. I don't go where you go and interrupt you. This is my classroom right now.
That's right.
Respect my classroom, okay? Or else, you can walk, brother. I don't have no problem you being here, okay? I don't have no problem you being here, but if you're going to interrupt my class, you know what you could do? You can walk away, okay? Go on.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children.
So say that again.
Neither because they are the seed.
Pay attention.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children.
So just because you come from Abraham doesn't make you a child of God. Go on.
In Isaac shall thy seed be called.
So he chose Isaac. Go on, because who did Abraham have? Ishmael, Isaac. Yeah, he had a few children. Go on.
That they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God.
So those children of the flesh, they're not the children of God. The ones that were called from Isaac. Isaac got chosen. Did it stop there? Because Isaac had Jacob and Esau. If you know your history, go on.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Are counted for the seed. If you don't descend from one of these 12 tribes, guess what? You are not from the seed. You are
right.
not from the seed. You're not a child of God, brother. Let me say
They're right about the race.
For this is the word of promise.
This is the word of promise. Go.
At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
So they didn't do good or evil. The two children that were in the womb. Okay? It was Jacob and Esau. Go on.
That the purpose of God, according to the election, might stand.
So there was a purpose of God for the election. For the election. Who are the elect according to the Most High? According to the Bible, who's the elect?
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 4. For Jacob, my servant, sake, and Israel, mine elect.
So who's the elect of God? The elect of God is the 12 tribes of Israel. That's right. Who elected. If you are not coming from the 12 tribes, guess what? You're rejected.
That's
You're
right.
not elected. So you sure you want to be rolling around with these other nations when that judgment comes? How is that tough for me to say? I'm proving it by the Bible. Right? No, okay, give me Isaiah 58:1. Why do we come out here and preach the way we preach? Strong, right? Strong like what? Strong like a man. Because what? Because we've been raised to be what? Effeminate. We've been raised to be what? Passive. We've been raised to be women-like.
That's
because
right.
A lot of us ain't raised with fathers. Why? Because they ain't keeping the commandments.
Right.
They don't know who the hell they are.
Right.
So how the hell are they gonna raise you to be who you gotta be?
Right.
He's gonna teach you how to be a man.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.